One Radio Network. Nobody knows what uniform Jimmy Garoppolo will wear when the 2022 season kicks off, but first he's taking care of a torn capsule in his throwing shoulder. The Niners quarterback is having surgery within the next week. He's expected to miss OTAs and minicamp, but should be able to throw by late June and be ready for the season. Time will tell if this impacts Garoppolo's trade value. Tuesday at the NFL Combine, Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy revealed that Dak Prescott recently had surgery on his non-throwing shoulder. He said Prescott has started rehab, and it's not a concern for the team. Bengals head coach Zach Taylor told reporters at the Combine that Joe Burrow has opted to rest instead of getting surgery on the knee he injured in Super Bowl 56. And Giants GM Joe Shane raised some eyebrows when asked if he would trade Saquon Barkley. He said he was open to anything and would listen to anyone. The former second overall pick has only played in 15 games over the past 2 seasons in New York. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Taco Bell presents a get-out-of-bedtime story. It's time to wake up from this amazing dream, even though you're jet skiing on lemonade. How extreme! And oh, look at that. You just won the lottery. Is that a castle? Take the keys. It's your property. What's better than swimming in space? Just wait for the big reveal. It's Taco Bell breakfast, and it's actually real. So it's time to wake up and bid your dreams farewell, because toasted breakfast burritos are waiting for you, only at Taco Bell. At participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only.
Have you wanted to speak a new language but thought it'd be too difficult or take too much time? Then try Babbel. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel teaches you conversations that you will actually use. With 14 languages and lesson topics like travel, business, relationships, and more, you'll learn what matters most to you. Babbel. Language for life. Learn a new language with ease. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230, KXO, El Centro, California. And looking at the calendar, it is a Wednesday, 2nd day of March, 2022. In the newsroom, Gene Brister. Going to get crowded in there today, Gene.
Is that right? We've got our what are you selling seating arrangements in here or what?
Oh, well, certainly. Well, George Gale hanging around the newsroom, Sam Couchman hanging around. A little bit later, Captain Perkins of NAFL Central will be here with his trusty sidekick, no doubt.
So I'll bet. Let me just guess. He's going to talk about the Festival of Flight.
Son of a gun!
Was that a good guess?
I thought that was a top secret military issue.
I blew it.
Okay.
I messed up.
Yeah, and
forget that I said that.
I do have a top secret NAC and crypto clearance, so I, perfectly capable of hearing everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now you're sure?
No. How about some birthdays?
All right.
Okay, actor John Cullum is 92. Actor Barbara Luna, 83. Author John Irving, 80. Actor Cassie Yates, 71. Lorraine Newman from Saturday Night Live is 70. Jay Osmond of the Osmonds is 67. And John Cowsill of the Cowsills, 66. John Bon Jovi is 60. Actor Daniel Craig, a wannabe James Bond, is 54. I think next to the original Bond, Daniel Craig is probably the best.
I was going to say, there's nothing bad. No. He is what he is.
Yes, and I think he is the second best, without a doubt.
I've heard many people say that.
Okay. Actor Richard Ruccolo is 50. Singer Chris Martin of Coldplay, 45. Actor Heather McComb is 45. Actor Rebel Wilson is 42. Actor Bryce Dallas Howard, Ronnie Howard's little girl, is 41. Actor Robert Eiler is 37. Actor Natalia Emmanuel is 33. Local birthdays, we've got them coming up. I've got a suggestion. Why don't you take a short trip to the Peanut Patch in Yuma? The Peanut Patch. Well, it's so much more than peanuts. Yeah, it's a great place to visit. You can spend the better part of a day there if you want, and you'll find the Peanut Patch with many homemade chocolates. They offer fresh English toffee, plain or covered in milk chocolate, pecan turtles that are to die for, made from scratch with a special recipe. You'll love their yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, and almonds. So many great things available at the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Now, the Peanut Patch is open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Yuma time. They are closed on Sunday. And if you want to get to the Peanut Patch, I would suggest you Google Peanut Patch. Yeah, just Google the Peanut Patch. You'll get directions. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. What a great way to spend a day. We extend happy birthday wishes to Carla Rayon, Carlos Ramirez, Charlie Garcia, Christina Hall, Claudia Vasquez, Delu Moore, Joe Buck Buchanan, Joey Rodriguez, John Wood, Connie Rodriguez, Martha Fierro, Martha Villegas, Michael Levis, Michelle Miller, Wendy Props, Ralph Hernandez, John Parra III, Fernando Gomez, Erica Torres, Jesse Calderon, Elisa Vasquez, Claudia Robles, Wendy Kirby, and Stella Rossler. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, and we're going to jump into the news early. We've got the mayor of Brawley coming up. It's World in California News headlines right now, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, I'd suggest you call the experts. You know, you got friends in the business at Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
CBS News special report. Clearing up debris in Kyiv after another night of shelling there, among many other Ukrainian cities feeling the sharp edge of Russian firepower.
Ukrainian forces are today battling a Russian invasion on multiple fronts. In the south, Russians have launched sweeping offensives on strategic port cities along the Black Sea. Kherson is now under control of Russian troops, according to local officials, the largest city yet to fall.
CBS's Charlie D'Agata in Kyiv. The UN says the number of people who've fled Ukraine is approaching 900,000. This woman just made it over the Polish border.
There is nothing, no water, no food. It is what's going on. It's very dangerous.
Ukraine State Emergency Service says more than 2,000 civilians have been killed since the Russian assault began last week, and a 40-mile convoy of Russian heavy weaponry continues to draw ever nearer to the capital, Kyiv. CBS News special report. I'm Vicki Barker.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. President Biden speaks for just over an hour at his first State of the Union address, winning praise from Democrats like California's Ro Khanna for his plans to try to bring down the price of gas.
He's released oil from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. That will do that. He is putting pressure on our allies to make sure that there is more gas being pumped so that the price comes down.
Republicans offering little praise, saying the State of the Union is in crisis after a year of Biden's leadership. Sacramento County officials say no protocols were broken when 39-year-old David Mora was able to meet with his 3 daughters in Arden Monday, a meeting at which he shot the girls to death along with a chaperone and himself.
This visitation was facilitated between the mother and the father and this other chaperone.
Sergeant Rod Grassman. Mora had just been arrested last week for assaulting a police officer, his wife, and an order of protection out against him. California's 5 Major League Baseball teams will wait it out with the rest of the teams. Opening day pushed back. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Lock today.
I need 4 more of the biscuit carnitas, 2 burnt end platters, 3...
The kitchen at Kai's Barbecue is firing on all cylinders.
Greg, help me bring this to the pickup counter.
He needs food runners who can hit the ground quickly.
86 on the chicken and we're short-staffed. Let's pick it up.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Creamy nut butter makes it delightfully sweet. Roasted nuts make it perfectly salty. Get two great tastes in one delicious bar. Enjoy a Nature Valley sweet and salty nut bar today.
Your nose is the body's air filter, the first line of defense against airborne allergens, bacteria, and viruses. You wash your hands to protect your health. Now you can clean your nose with Navage. Online at Navage.com. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
And it's page one of the local news. Page one is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, at El Centro Motors, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Brawley City Council met last night for a regular meeting. We have a visit with Brawley Mayor Sam Couchman.
We did an introduction of a brochure for our Neighbors program, which is the Brawley Virtual Neighborhood Watch program. And we also had a report on the new police bike patrol, which will be utilized by our police department to provide safety and more law enforcement for the public. We had a presentation by Carla Romero, Finance Director, regarding strategic long-term planning and a study session that we may have. And then we had a focus on and discussed our general fund projections. And they're all looking pretty good for this year. We want to look at this focus for the coming years, where there could be issues later on as we move through budget. As you know, each budget changes year by year. We had an update on our local emergency declaration due to COVID-19 pandemic by Fire Chief Mike York. COVID cases have dropped around the valley to about 1/3 what they were about a month ago or 2 months ago. And so that's great news. And we certainly look forward to having the COVID pandemic start to edge down. And we want that to happen. That's good news, not for the 1/3 of cases that we still have or the number that we still have, but it is good news for the valley overall. We approved a list of professional engineering consultants for project management support and other professional services. We approved the Brawley Police Department drug canine acquisition using grant funds through the Ivy Law Enforcement Coordination Center. And that will be a drug canine rather than a law enforcement type canine, which would mean we're going to try to get, I think, a Labrador Retriever. And so it will only be for the drugs, not as a law enforcement necessarily tool where they go out or they may bite someone or something of that nature, or helping law enforcement. We approved the development agreement and bond for the grocery outlet commercial development. As you know, that construction is moving along very well here in Brawley, and hopefully they're having good luck and they'll move along and open that shortly. We declared an emergency and ratified action of approving emergency repairs of the sewer manhole and manhole removal at Del Rio Trunk Line and the northwest corner of Pano Street and Highway 86. We updated and approved a list of projects funded by our local transportation authority, the LTA, and that's regarding that special tax that they put on for road improvements here in Imperial Valley, all over the valley. We approved a contract amendment for the West Coast Arborist Incorporated for citywide tree services. We've already done that contract, and we approved an amendment to that to have them do some additional services for us as regards the trees in Brawley, and we have a lot of trees. We appointed Gale Rebelar to the Brawley Library Board of Trustees. We held public hearing regarding transfer of funds between the CDBG Home Ownership Assistance Program and the CDBG Housing Rehabilitation Program. We didn't get a lot of takers on the Home Ownership Assistance Program, so we're transferring those funds to the Housing Rehabilitation Program, and we have to have that approved. And we did approve the transfer from our city council side. We got an update on the vertical bridge tower lawsuit. The court has set a meeting with all parties for May to try to get some resolution on that. However, that may not occur, and so that lawsuit still continues.
That's Brawley Mayor Sam Couchman with an update on last night's council meeting. KXO News Time, 7:43. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers are here for you. Lube, oil, and filter change, alignments, brakes, batteries, tune-ups, and so much more. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. And now, Quick Lane has 3 locations in the Valley. In the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, at El Centro Motors, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
Continuing with more local news, COVID cases continue to trend downward. Here's more on the numbers.
County Public Health Department released updated COVID-19 numbers. They were released Tuesday morning. According to the new numbers, there are currently 444 active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County. That's down from 528 active cases reported last week. There are still 42 COVID-positive patients hospitalized in the county. 8 of those are in intensive care. 18 ventilators are in use countywide. State metrics for Imperial County 7-day average positivity rate is at 14%. New cases per day per 100,000 population now at 28.60. There have been 348 cases of the Omicron variant reported in the county since December 2021. There have been 1,182 cases of the Delta variant reported in the county since 2020. Deaths attributed to the virus are now at 869. Up from 861 reported last week. Total number of COVID vaccine doses administered in the county are now at 421,111. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Imperial County has a new chief executive officer. The Imperial County Board of Supervisors have named Miguel Figueroa as the new CEO. The employment contract will be brought before the board for final action during their March 8th meeting. That is a regular meeting. Figueroa has served as an administrative analyst with the Imperial County Workforce Development Board and then as director of the organization. In 2018, Figueroa was named assistant city manager of the city of Calexico and then served as city manager of the border city. He is a graduate of Vincent Memorial High School, obtained a Bachelor of Science Business Admin degree from California State University, Long Beach, and a master's from Maxwell School of Citizenship and Public Affairs at Syracuse University. Figueroa will begin his new job on April 1st. And finally, a stabbing victim is identified. Here's more on that story.
El Centro Police responded to a call at around 11:39 on Saturday night. When they arrived at the scene in the 400 block of Main Street, the officers found a man at the curb line suffering from apparent stab wounds. Police began immediate life-saving measures before transporting the victim to El Centro Regional Medical Center. At the hospital, a man succumbed from the wounds. The victim has since been identified as 62-year-old Mario Cepeda de la Torre from El Centro. Officers canvassed the area, located a possible crime scene in the area of 4th and State Streets. No arrests have been announced, and the investigation is continuing. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And that concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro, and now also a third location at the Imperial Valley Mall. It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center, servicing all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
The Outdoor California Midwinter Fair is headed your way March 4th through the 13th, presented by One World Beef. Tickets for the fair are now available for online sale for the duration of the fair. On March 4th, tickets also will be available for purchase at the gate. Tickets can be purchased through a link on the fair's webpage at ivyfairgrounds.com. Admission has been reduced to $8 for adults, $6 for children and seniors. Don't miss 10 days of fun outside at the California Midwinter Fair and Fiesta.
Page 2 of the local news and weather, brought to you this morning by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30, and by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, 7 a.m. till 3 p.m.
Continuing with more local news, Border Patrol makes another rescue. George Gale has the story.
Since October, El Centro Sector Border Patrol has rescued 131 individuals. Individuals were lost, in distress, or abandoned by smugglers. Latest rescue was reported Sunday evening at around 5:39. The El Centro Sector Foreign Operation Branch notified the El Centro station of an individual in need of assistance. Agents responded to the last known GPS coordinates provided. At around 6:31 Sunday evening, the agents located an individual about 1.5 miles north of the U.S.-Mexico border. After a wellness check was performed, it was determined the medical aid was not needed. It was also verified the individual did not possess the required documents to be in the U.S. illegally. The individual was transported to El Centro Processing Center. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
The 2022 Annual Weights and Measures Week gets underway today and continues through March 7th. The theme this year is For the Sake of Equity. During the designated week, the National Conference on Weights and Measures commemorate President John Adams' signing of the first U.S. Weights and Measure Law on March 2nd of 1799. The law ultimately led to the establishment of today's enforcement framework, assuring consumer protection and equity in the marketplace. And finally, this weekend, it's Heber's turn. George Gale explains.
Community cleanup will be in Heber on Saturday. Prairie Valley Resources Management Agency will be available at the community cleanup. It'll be at 1184 Rockwood Avenue by the sewer plant in Heber from 8 a.m. until 12 noon. It is for Heber residents only. Must show a proof of residency, a utility bill, or a driver's license. They will be accepting computers, monitors, TVs, and passenger and light truck tires. Rims will also be accepted. That is this Saturday in Heber. For more information, go to ivrma.org. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And we'll be back with a look at the weather.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, temperatures will remain above normal through tomorrow, with afternoon highs mainly in the mid-80s across the Imperial and Yuma valleys. A cold front will then move through the region early on Friday, bringing temperatures down to and then even below normal over the weekend. Breezy to locally windy conditions will also return, particularly on Friday and Saturday, and we also may see some scattered light showers. 87 the high yesterday, 49 the low. Mostly sunny today with a high near 88. South-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north-northeast this afternoon. Tonight, mostly cloudy, then gradually becoming mostly clear. Look for a low around 53. South-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Thursday will be mostly sunny with a high near 87. Light and variable wind becoming southwest, 5 to 10 miles an hour in the afternoon. 58 degrees, 31% relative humidity. Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, and by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, Imperial Valley's fine dining experience.
Are you ready for a new career? CET is ready for you. CET has grants available so farm workers and their children can attend at no cost. Learn more at cetweb.edu farm worker admissions to see if you qualify. At the Center for Employment Training, we've been serving farm workers since 1967. Enroll anytime, and all programs can be completed in under a year. Job placement assistance for all graduates. Call 800-533-2519 or go to cetweb.edu.
It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Major League Baseball has canceled opening day and the first two regular season series. Well, the owners and the players just can't seem to get it together. Surprise, surprise, surprise. NBA action. Talk about can't get it together. The Lakers lost. The Mavericks whipped the Lakers 109-104. Meanwhile, Timberwolves topped the Warriors 129-114. Clippers clubbed the Rockets 113-100. Raptors nipped the Nets 109-108. Celtics over the Hawks 107-98. And the Wizards topped the Pistons 116-113.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Well, Brian Gutekunst, the Green Bay Packers general manager, says nobody's talking to him with trade offers on Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, he claimed his phone isn't constantly buzzing either, with teams calling to acquire about Rodgers' availability via trade. And in Mexico City, Elena Svitolina put on the yellow and blue colors of Ukraine and beat Anastasia Potapova of Russia 6-2, 6-1 in the opening round of the Monterrey Open, deciding she could do more for her country by playing than boycotting the match. Oh, and I have to tell you, Nebraska upended number 23 Ohio State 78-70. Big upset for the Huskers. Let's hear it for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. My granddaughter goes to University of Nebraska. That's why it's a big deal.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
And it's financial news with a brief look at the weather, all brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. They also offer live scan fingerprinting to the public. U.S. stocks are moving higher as investors watch the Fed's moves and monitor Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The Dow right now up 339 points at 33,633. The S&P 500 up 37 points at 4343. The Nasdaq at 13,561. That's up 29 points. Gold off $16.10 an ounce, and oil up $4.40 a barrel. Oil approaching $110 a barrel. Natural gas prices also soar. And American companies added 475,000 jobs last month, according to the ADP employment report. That was nearly 90,000 more positions than economists had expected, and a sharp reversal from January, when ADP initially posted a surprise drop in jobs. And Apple has stopped selling all of its products in Russia due to the invasion of Ukraine, according to the company. Apple's decision comes as tech companies have faced increasing public pressure to act against Russia.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
We will have mostly sunny skies today with a high near 88. South-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north-northeast this afternoon. Tonight, mostly cloudy, then gradually becoming mostly clear. Look for a low around 53. South-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour. Thursday, mostly sunny with a high near 87. Light and variable wind becoming southwest 5 to 10 miles an hour in the afternoon. And right now, we've moved up to 60 degrees downtown with that 29% relative humidity. Wind is out of the west-northwest at 325 miles an hour. Coming up about 8:30 this morning, we will visit with Captain William Perkins of NAFL Centro. We'll talk about Festival of Flight, which is coming up on Saturday, the 12th, okay? March 12th. Anyway, that's it for financial news brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, we want to make your every visit a great visit. We want you to have great service. We want your taste buds to dance with happiness and your thirst to be quenched. We want you to enjoy great sports and great music. But most of all, we want you to enjoy your friends, your family, your date, your business meal, your party, your mom, your dad, and even Aunt Karen. At Burgers and Beer, we're all about you. 5 locations to serve you: El Centro, Yuma, Temecula, La Quinta, and Rancho Mirage.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by the Exogen Temporal Scanner.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Debris lines the streets of Ukraine's capital a day after a deadly Russian missile hit an area around a TV tower and an explosion damaged a Holocaust memorial. The siege continues. Correspondent Charlie D'Agata from Kyiv.
The bombardment of major cities has intensified, including a number of explosions and missile strikes here in the capital. In Kharkiv, more heavy fighting today after Russian paratroopers landed in that city.
The country's state emergency service reports more than 2,000 civilians have died in the war so far, among them 21 children. Ukrainian officials claim a plot against President Zelensky has been foiled after a Russian unit was sent to assassinate him. President Biden just now on whether Zelensky should leave his country.
It's his judgment to make, and we're doing everything we can.
Biden says it's Zelensky's judgment to make. Thousands of people are still streaming across Ukraine's border in